Welcome back to the $1 million challenge. Last episode we left off at $770, and today we're starting off at $772. So if you're new here, basically what I'm doing is I'm starting off with $1 and I'm working my way up to $1 million gambling by getting 1% profit every single day. And we have a stop loss of 4% to protect us from going too deep in the bankroll and losing some money. Before we hop into some gameplay, I just gotta show the bonuses we claimed from the last episode. There was only 2 bonuses, so it'll be pretty quick. Okay, so our 2 bonuses today are the same thing as usual. We got the $1 wagered on this casino app outside of the website, and I just put $1 on the stock market game, hoping to get like a little bit of a loss or a little bit of a return, basically just to keep that dollar stagnant. And on this one, we end up losing like 25 cents. Then we get 5 free spins, so we rip those and we end up getting a little bit of money on this. Day 2 we run it back and do the same thing. I think the plan is for going forward, if it's not, I don't think I'm going to show all the bonuses unless it's like over $1. If I'm getting like a couple pennies or a couple cents, I don't think it's worth showing the bonuses with our bankroll size of being like $770. So I think that's the plan going forward. I'll keep the bonus gameplay a little bit shorter and just show stuff that's over $1 going forward. But we got $2.20 on the first bonus today, and then on this one we get, I think, not as much, but still adds to the balance. We got 75 cents, so it's still pretty nice. All right, so like I said, we're sitting at day 140 with $772 in the balance. So with that total bankroll, it makes our 1% profit goal $7.72, and our stop loss is $30. All right, so we're hopping into dice on the website. The plan for today is to do what we did last episode and just play it very safe, go for $1 on each game, and we will see what we can do. So we're gonna start off with a 10-cent bet. And I explained this in the last episode, but I have $30 in the balance on the website. The rest of the money is in the vault, so that way I can't dip below the stop loss. So we're gonna start off on dice. I do my typical strategy here where we just go for getting some wins, and then once we get a loss, we wanna hit the green side once, and then we double up and go for 2 wins, and then we're in a ton of wins here, that's crazy. Once we double up and get 2 wins, and then we go back to our original base bet. So this thing is cooking right now. It's good to see. So we hit that green once after a loss. We're gonna double up to 20 cents, and we lose that. So we'll just keep running this until it works. So we'll double up to 40 cents after getting that win, and now we need 3 wins to come back. So we're back to where we were. We'll come back to 20 cents and try to get 1 win. Okay, so we're back into profit. We're continuing the graph going up here. So that's what we'd like to see. And we'll bring us back down to 10 cents and just keep it going until we get to $1. And then once we get to $1, we're gonna hop into a different game and continue breaking in the challenge to smaller chunks. That's the whole goal. I think if I stick on the same game for too long, I have a higher chance of hitting a loss streak and a higher chance of making bad decisions. So we need 1 more win here. There's $1. We got $1 on dice. We're gonna hop into another game and continue to get the next $1. All right, same strategy on limbo. We got $1 on dice. Now we're trying to get $1 on limbo. We're gonna do the exact same thing. So we're gonna set the win chance to 75%, which makes the multiplier 1.32. Same exact thing as dice. I think this moves a little bit quicker, which I think is pretty nice because it goes a lot faster. But same thing, we're just gonna rip 10 cents, and then every time we get a loss, we wanna hit the green. We're gonna double up and go for 2 wins. So we get another loss there. So we'll hit this until we get a green, and then we'll double it up and try to get 2 wins. And then we go back to our base bet of 10 cents. So we'll just keep doing this until we can get to $2, and hopefully it works well for us and it's nice to us. So there's a loss, there's another loss, there's 3 losses. They're all on 10 cents, so that's good. We'll take it on 10 cents. We get a win there, so we're gonna double up, and now we need to get a couple wins here. We actually need to get a lot of wins. I should have doubled up twice because we got 3 losses. But we're gonna just keep the 20-cent bet. And then you can see we're getting a lot of losses now. So I'm gonna go up to 80 cents because we have to come back. So there's 2 losses on 80 cents. I'm gonna double this up to 320, and it's a pretty high bet, but it works. We're gonna go back down to 10 cents, a little bit risky there, but we were getting a lot of losses, so we had to come back from that. And that is the beauty of using a very small bet size. Let's double this up twice. So we got 2 losses. There's a loss, we gotta double this up again. And then we're getting a lot of losses here. Oh man. Okay, we gotta double this up. One more. Oh man. Alright, we gotta hit this again. Okay, we're getting a lot of losses. We gotta double this up to 640. It's a very high bet. And let's bring us back down to like 320. Take the L there. Let's double this up. Can we get this? We don't get it. Okay. Alright, let's bring us back down to like $1.60. Alright, one more maybe. Nope, we lose that. We hit that. Let's double this up to 320. Try to get one more. Okay. And bring us back down to like 80 cents. And we're almost back to our $2 that we need total. So let's just keep this back at 10 cents. We need a couple more wins here to get to the $2 profit. We take an L there. We'll double this up. We need to get 2 wins. And we're at $2. All right, we got $2 on limbo, or $1 on limbo, $1 on dice. So we're trying to get $1 on each game, not to press our luck too far. And we're gonna hop into a different game and get the next dollar. All right, wheel is the risky game. It's a 50% loss chance. It has a potential of getting some good wins, but it is definitely risky. So we're gonna start with 10 cents. And the idea is to get a decent sized bet size hit. Like we want to up the bet size and then hit a 3 or 4x. That's like the ideal scenario. Best case scenario, that's what happens. Again, you can't really plan for that. You can't make it happen. I'm bringing us back down to 10 cents after getting a couple wins there. But that's how this game works in our favor the most, is if we can get a big win like that. But we're gonna keep this running, and this is definitely risky compared to the other strategies that I'm running. But you know, you got to take a little bit of risk. And I like the wheel. I feel like the wheel usually treats us pretty well. It can get pretty nasty to us, as it's starting to. Once you get a lot of losses in a row, I think we saw it on the last episode, I got like 10 to 12 losses in a row, which really adds up. So hopefully we can get some wins now. Try to get one more, hopefully, on 80 cents. There we go. There's the 4x. Exactly what I'm talking about. That's best case scenario. That's not always how it works, but that's what we want to see. So we got a 4x on an 80-cent bet, up to $3.82. I'm going to try to just run this up to the final. Let's just get up to $4. We're trying to go for $3, but we're already pretty much most of the way there. So let's see if we can get some hits here and bring it up to $4 before we move on to the next game. And that would be perfect. Starting a little bit of a dry streak. Okay. Let's up this a little bit. There's a 2x. It's a loss. Another loss. Come on, baby. Come on, we need this. Give us a good hit. There we go. All right, another 4x on an 80-cent bet. That's really good. Now we just need 3 cents to get to that $4 goal. There it is. We're at 407. We're making some good progress. We're gonna hop into another game and get the next dollar. All right, now we're gonna play a little bit of blackjack. We're up $4 so far in the video. We need to get $7.72. So we're still about $3.70 off. I'm gonna play a little bit of blackjack, try to get $1 on here, and then we'll bounce on to something else. But blackjack can get kind of it can be kind of stagnant, you know. There's a lot of, it's like a 50-50, right? It's a 50-50 of like really getting a win. So it can be kind of tough to get on a streak and get some wins. But sometimes it works out. You know, having the opportunity of doubling or splitting gives you a little bit of an advantage sometimes. So we'll see what we can do here. And let's try to just go for $1 here, and that'll bring us to the $5. That's a tough hand right there, and we bust. All right, I don't want to martingale this. We'll stick with $1, and they get the 21 off the deal. That's pretty brutal. Let's hit that. Saw a 16 against an 8. Now we have a 15 against an 8. It's a tough hand, and we bust again. All right, we'll go up to a $2 bet. It's pretty high. Let's go for a 7 against a 6. Can we get a 10 here? All right. Nice, they bust. Okay. Let's bring us back down to a $1 bet. 16 against an 8. That's a tough hand. We get a 21 though, and they bust. Okay. Now we just need $1. We're back up to $4 to where we came in at. We just need 1 win now. Okay, now we need 2 wins. Stay at $1. Okay, now we need 1 more win. We're just going back and forth, but I'll take it compared to a lot of losses. 13 against a 6 is a stand. Come on, just bust it. Just bust it. Oh, the 21 did us 30. All right, I don't want to go up to the $2 bet. That's so high. That's so high. All right, let's stand on that. We have a soft 19. They get the 20. Oh, man. All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right, we have soft 17 against a 6. Saying this is a double, it's pretty risky, but I'm playing by the book, so we're going to double it. All right, we get a 17, and they bust. All right, we needed that. We needed that. We're back up to $4 where we came in at. Can we just get 1 win? We just need 1 win. And we bust there. Okay. We're playing a lot up and down, but I'll take it over just going down. I'll definitely take it. All right, let's stand on that. Soft 19. All right, we'll take a push. We'll take a push. And they have an ace, and they got the 21. All right, we're gonna have the $2. 20 against the 10. They push. Okay, every time we get a good hand, they seem to find a way. All right, we take the win there. Going back to a $1 bet. Going a lot of back and forth. And they get the 21 again. All right, let's go to $2. 16 against a 3. Oh, man. All right, all right. Give us a good one here. Come on. Oh, we just can't get a dub. Or at least we can't get 2 in a row. We're getting some dubs, but it's just not what we need, man. Come on. All right, now we're in the negative. We're down on the balance. Not too far, but definitely not too high either. All right, we got 20. We got 20. Come on. We need this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's take a $2 bet. Trying to get to $5 total. Oh, man, we had the blackjack, and then they got dealt the blackjack too. We're not having great luck on this. Got to hit the 15 against the 10. That's a tough hand. Yeah, we're going to bust that. Back into negative. And they got dealt the 21 again. That's like 3 or 4 21s that got dealt. They're doing us dirty today. Okay. For a $2 bet. Can we get a blackjack? No, we can't. We got 2 aces though. Oh, that's a split. We got to split that. And they got to 21 again. Oh my God, we're down pretty bad. We're down pretty bad. We got a lot of catching up to do. Let's see what we can do here. I think if we lose maybe 1 more, I might call it. Oh, we're going down pretty good. I'll do 1 more hand. We'll do 1 more hand. We have 9s against the 9. There is a split. I'm saying it's a split. It's a very high risk hand here. Okay, I'll stand on both of these. Oh, gets a 20. All right, we're down like $9. We're gonna pull out of here. That's not our game. All right, we're coming back into dice. We're down $9, so we got a lot of catching up to do. And I'm just gonna rip this strategy for a lot longer than intended, because we have to come back a good bit. So I gotta double up after those few losses there, and this is not treating us well either. Oh man, wow, we're getting a lot of losses. Come on, man, we don't need this right now. Okay, let's bring us back down to 10 cents. We're $10 down. We're down pretty good, but this strategy usually works pretty well. So I'm gonna try to run it up. See if we can catch up a decent bit. We have a lot of catching up to do, so this will probably take a little bit of time. But does seem to work. It's an L. We gotta double this up now. Get 2 wins. Bring it back down to 10 cents. And the reason I'm setting my bet so low is because you can get a lot of losses, and to come back you got to have a lot of progressions. So you can see we're slowly starting to come back up here, this little line, but there might be a time where we hit a crazy streak and we don't want to burn our stop loss, so we got to be mindful of that. So I'm doing a 10-cent bet. I know it looks really small with our 770 bankroll, but it works usually. So trust the process. I gotta do one more thing. All right, back down to 10 cents. So we only get, so we just lost 2 there. We only get 3 cents per win on the 10-cent bet, so it's not huge. But you can see we're getting a bunch of losses, so we gotta come back a little bit. Bring us back down to 10 cents. Gotta double that up. Lost that, we gotta double that back up. Okay. It's back down to 10 cents. Alright. Double this up. I do kind of want to like increase the initial bet size just so I can move a little bit quicker. But then once I start getting some losses on a big bet like that, then it's hard to increase the comeback from the previous loss. So if I start at like a 50-cent bet instead of a 20-cent bet, and I start getting a bunch of losses in a row, then I have to go up to like a $1 bet and then $2 bet. Like you have to be careful with where you're starting at. So look, we just got 3 losses there. So that's 30 cents down. Now we just got a loss on 20 cents after doubling, another loss on 20 cents. So now we have to go up to 40, get an immediate loss on that. Now we have to go up to 80. See, it starts to pick up real fast. And we get a loss on that. So now we have to go up to $1.60. And we get a loss on that. Now we have to go up to $3.20. We get a loss on that. Now I have to go up to $6.40. Alright, we're back. It's a lot of progressions. That's why I'm keeping this at 10 cents. Gives us a lot of working room to hit those loss streaks like that. But we're just gonna keep ripping it. I'll get up to 40 cents. Brings it back down to 10. Double it up, try to get 2 wins, back down to 10 cents. So yeah, this isn't like a perfect strategy. It typically works on the short term, but if you play this too long, it can start to burn you. Back down to 10 cents. Double up, lose that, now we gotta double up again. Lose on the 40 cents twice, 3 times. All right, now we're gonna go up to 80 cents. Try to get a couple wins now. We have to get one more. Yeah, we lost that. We lost that. Oh, that's getting dirty. We're up to $1.60. Now we're up to 3.20. I think we need one more. Yeah, I think that's good. We'll go back down to 10 cents. So this allows us to take some hits when we're playing with such a small starting balance. You can see we started off, we were down negative $10. We were down 10. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Got 3 losses in a row. They're on 20 cents. Okay. Yeah. We were down $10 and now we're down like 5. So it is slowly bringing us back. But it is possible to hit like 15 losses in a row even though you're up in your bets and everything. So I'm scared to play this too long. I think I might just play this till we get to like maybe like minus $5. That's what I'm thinking. Go back down to 10 cents. All right, we're almost there. Keep getting those losses though, right when we get close. Look at that. That's dirty. Try to get one more. All right, let's go back down to 10 cents. We need like 2 wins. We could take another loss. As soon as we get to that last win mark, we take an L. All right, we're 20 cents. Come on. Need one more win. There we go. So we're down $5 from blackjack, but we recovered $5 from dice. I'm gonna run the same strategy on limbo, and we'll see if we can just come back the other $5. All right, same thing. We're gonna run up the same exact strategy, just on a different game. So we'll see if we can see if we can get lucky on it. Every time we lose, we got to get 1 win, and then we double up. So there's our first win. We got to double up again, get 2 wins. We go back down to 10 cents. So we get the L, we get a win, let's double up. We lose, we get a win, we got to double up again. And then we got to get, okay, so we lose again. 40 cents, we get the win, we got to double up to 80 cents now and get, I think, like 3 wins after those losses. We lose again. Now we got to double up to $1.60. Okay, we got 2 wins on that. Let's come back down to 10 cents. Okay, we need one more. Lose that. We hit. We got to double up to 40 cents. Get 2 wins. We take an L. Let's go up to 80 cents now. Oh man, here we go. Oh, 2 losses. That hurts. All right, we hit $1.60. I think we need 3. Okay. I think we're quite back, but we'll come back down to 10 cents just to play it safe. And we got a double up after that win there. So yeah, not the most interesting strategy. It's definitely very slow, a little bit boring, but it does seem to treat us well. So I'm just gonna stick with it. Now I'm trying to run this back the whole way to break even on limbo. Since we got $5 on dice, we're gonna try to get $5 on here. And it seems to be working so far. Definitely hitting some losses, but it's not the worst thing. Take an L there. A double up to 80 cents. Take another L. I get the 160. Get one more. Okay, nice. Back down to 10 cents. Good thing we brought the bet back down because we got a couple losses there. Okay. So we only get 3 cents per win on a 10-cent bet. So it's not the fastest, but once we start going back up, usually, you know, we're getting more return on our bigger bets. So we're down 350. We're slowly coming back here. Okay. Get some good wins. Like to see it. Double this up. 2 wins, bring it back down. Double it up. And we gotta hit this before we can double up again. So let's double up to 80 cents. Nice. Back down to 10. All right. So now only down $3. Slowly getting back to break even. It's working pretty good. A lot of wins. We'll take the wins there. Nice win streak. Okay. Back down to 10 cents. Take an L. Get the win. Double up. Try to get 2. We lose. We'll stay at 20. Stay at 20. Stay at 20. We win. I think we got double up twice now since we got like 300. Oh, man. All right. We gotta double this up to 160. Okay, now it's starting to take it back. Now we're up to 320. Oh man, that's brutal. All right, we're gonna go up to 640, and we lose that. Okay, I'm gonna try to do one more on 640. Whew. Okay. All right, we're not the whole way back to where we should be, but we're coming back slowly. We're getting a lot of wins. We got really lucky on that. Dang. Let's go back down to 10 cents. Wow, that was stressful. Let's just keep it at 10 cents until we hit our loss, and then we'll get the 1 win eventually. Double it up. Try to get 2. We lose that. I gotta double up to 40. Okay. We lose that. We lose that. Oh man, 3 losses on 40 cents. That's pretty brutal. It's pretty brutal. All right, let's bring us back down to 40 cents. And then back down to 10 cents. We gotta double that up now. Double it up. Dang, man. Those streaks are killing us once we start increasing it. Yep. It's hurt. 160. Oh, man. Alright, 320. Alright. Alright, we're getting there. We're getting there. We need $1.60. Get back to break even. Can we do it? Double it up. All right, we'll stay at the 10 cent bet. Just keep ripping this. We're so close. We're like $1 away to get back to break even. I'm gonna double this up now after that loss. Okay, starting to get some losses. Double it up. Get 2 wins. Let's go for a third. All right, nice. Go back to 10 cents. Get 2 losses. We gotta double it up. Okay, you gotta double up again. 40 cents. Nice. All right, back down to 10. We're so close. Oh, I don't double that up yet. Gotta wait. Let's go up to 80 cents. Okay. Back to 80. Oh, man. Oh, come on, man. It's just eating us. These losses are hurting big time. Wow. To 640. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, it's eating us. That might be it. Might be cooked. Go back down to 10 cents. We just lost 15 bucks. You see how those losses can just really tear you apart. We need like 70 cents. We were so close. We needed like 70 cents and we got torn down to 15 in the hole. So that's what I'm saying. These like, I'm getting kind of greedy trying to make this last the whole way, but it really doesn't guarantee it. But once you hit those losing streaks, it can really just like tear you apart. Okay. Alright, we gotta get a win now. Double this up. I'm thinking about doing just like one really big bet, but I'm waiting for this to come back. I'm waiting for a couple of losses. Okay. Alright, we're down 15 bucks. I wonder if we just did, what if we did like an, let's keep going on 10 cents until we lose. All right. Let's try to get back to 15 if we can. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's go down to a 5-cent bet. And just rip a couple of these. And if we can get a couple losses pretty quickly. Now we're on a huge win streak that we dropped our bet. Okay. To keep ripping the 5 cents for a little bit until we get a couple losses like very quickly. All right, there's a lot of losses. I wonder if we did a $14 bet that'd bring us back to -10. Oh man, I'm gonna rip it. If we hit this, we hit the stop loss. If I get this, we're back to -10. It's a risky one, but we need to make some progress. Should have known, man. Should have known. Once you think you're on a loss streak and it can't keep going down, it can keep going down. Man, I'm sorry, I'm sick. A little bit tough to speak. All right, we hit the stop loss. I think I'm gonna call a video there because that was a battle for no reason. We wagered $471 just trying to get. We need to get past $4. $4 is our max. We wagered 471. That's a lot today. I don't think it's really worth it to keep going. That's a lot of stress for no reason to get nowhere. So we're gonna call it there. And yeah, so let me enter that in the sheet and we'll wrap up the video. All right, so day 140 was a loss. I just did one day of playthrough today. Took a lot of time to get through that. I think blackjack's what cooked us. Maybe I should stay away from blackjack or at least do smaller bets. But I lost like a couple hands on like $2, and that just like sent everything into a spiral. It's tough. Yeah, there's nothing you can really do about it. But you know, I think the strategies still work. I think the blackjack, I was just raising my bets a little bit too high. That's all good. You know, it's not the worst thing in the world. We're still up a lot. The balance is sitting at 742, so we're still up a lot of money. We're still way ahead of the tracker, so we're all doing really well. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys very much. Hope you guys did enjoy, and we'll come back in the next one and get some dubs. But until then, join the Discord. The link's in the description, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, peace.